Alright, so we're doing CM Path 2 right now. So this is the hardest path of the three for Caduceus Manor. It's not too bad though if you know what you're doing. It's probably just a few minutes longer. So we're going to come up to the left first. Basically we just need to clear out a few rooms and then talk to NPC. So nothing too difficult. Alright, so first we're going to go in this room on the right. Try and dodge the net turrets instead of wasting time killing them while the champion rather, is going to shoot at you. So just rush towards him, or her rather. She's just like a pistol thief, I guess. Nothing too difficult, she's just single target. So we're going to quickly burn her down, and then hit this little icon on the wall. And then get out of here. We're going to go in this room on the left. There's 2 riflemen and 2 flame turrets in here. For the riflemen, obviously, like the other paths, you don't want to be like strafing around because they're going to do more damage to you. So we're going to get over to this one and kill him, and then kill the other flame turret, and then you can activate the next switch on the wall. Alright. And then we're just going to go in this room and talk to the NPC real quick. Alright, so again for this part, drag to the middle of the room. Again, clearing out the cut purse first because she applies, you saw 12 stacks of bleed on myself. And poison as well. And then once we clear out those silver mobs, it's basically just a fight with, again, another champion thief, a dagger thief this time. Nothing too hard. There are basically 2 riflemen and a bomber, I believe it is, for the third mob up on those stairs, as well as 2 net turrets. So the reason we drag this group to the middle of the room is because you won't get hit by the riflemen up there. So he will die shortly. Forgot to drink one of those. Alright, and then we're gonna run up the stairs. Again, you want to run straight past the turrets, try and evade, and then go straight for the enemy. Alright. Again in this room, jump on the rugs. You're going to have to step on the pillows. Basically, there's spikes on this floor. If you jump on the pillows and the rugs, you won't take damage from the spikes, basically. You just need like a couple pillows to get across, and then you can kill this rifleman, and then there's a bomber over there. Usually I'll just sit here. If you go point blank, sometimes they'll hit you for a lot of damage like that. Alright, and then can just jump over here. And get this chest. So you can see the NPC spawned over here, you get a chest, and that's basically the first event of CM2. So for the next part, unlike path 1 and 3 where you go left, you're going to go right for this path. First group's on the left around this corner. So these scouts are new to basically this path. What they do is you're going to get them to low health. When they get to low health, they're going to run and basically alert the next group. So you want to try and burst them down. So if you do go down, the waypoint's right here, so you can keep fighting. Usually we do this a bit cleaner, but we have a couple new people. Alright, so we're just going to keep clearing the groups up to this top corner where the icon is on the map. That will be the next, I guess actually the first boss fight of this path. Alright, so when we get up here, there's going to be just like a talking sequence. All these green bandits right now become attackable. They're all normal mobs, so you can see they die really quickly. So although it does look like a lot, it's not too bad. Once they die, basically we have this boss. This boss is a... Yeah, watch when you use Time Warp next time what buff he has on him. So basically this is a Guardian type mob. The red circles give him boons. One boon basically per cycle. It can either be Retaliation, Protection, or Regeneration. Retaliation is usually the worst because obviously it hurts when you're attacking. The best one's probably Regeneration, just because, you know, it doesn't really heal too much for the damage your entire group is outputting. Also, sometimes the red circle actually doesn't give him a buff, her buff. It gives burning when you stand inside it. So that's the current circle, basically. But overall, just watch the boons on her. If you're taking damage, get out of the red circle. You can use ranged. And then she should go down shortly. So right now she has Retal on, so it hurts. And there you go for the first boss of this path. Note there's a straight ahead basically is a hound. It's an optional boss that you don't really want to fight. It doesn't give you anything and it takes quite a while. So you can just skip that boss, that optional boss. So we're going to go down here, clear a couple more groups to the next event. And then there's one more group right up here, just archer and a couple archers and a rifleman. Alright, so for this next event, 2 guardians drop. You know what to do this time, Wookie. And then us 3 will run. Drop your first one. Alright, so what we're doing here is you basically have to put 5 barrels on these red circles. The easiest way to do it is have 3 people run, while 2 people constantly pick up and drop barrels at the spawn location here. The reason you do that is all the bandits, they're basically going to pick up barrels and steal them. If 2 people are constantly dropping them, it means that they're not going to go for the ones by this gate. So the gate's open. From here we can just quickly clear these, most of them. There's only 1 silver mob, I think. Basically, you can't kill them while you're doing the event because they just keep respawning out of one of the houses over here. But once you clear the door, you can just clear up the remaining mobs, basically. Alright, so this next section is basically the last gauntlet to basically 2 more bosses. There's going to be a ton of like these cannons, riflemen, scatter shots, and bombers. So that's what we're going to do here. Most of the time you can use ranged. If you're a little soft or you're getting damage down, just go into range and kind of use the rocks and stuff to line of sight the enemies. Once they get low, usually I'll just run in and melee them because it's faster. Alright, and then there's this bomber first. And then again another wave. There's actually a boss that patrols this area, so once you do pull her, you can see her right there, the big red skull. You can pull her back, basically back up here, so you're not getting shot at by these archers and riflemen and the cannon. Let's pull the boss back. You can line of sight her around this corner. Alright, and then there we can just fight the boss peacefully, basically, without the other mobs. As far as the boss goes, not too hard. As you can see, throws bombs. Similar to some of the other bosses in this dungeon. She doesn't do too much direct damage, so it's actually not too bad. Alright, so there's that boss. There's going to be one more boss at the end of this path. There's only like 2 more waves of these. So you can see there's this like wave and then the one behind them. So this part, it gets a little bit tougher to go into melee because you're going to be shot by both this wave and the next wave. You get hit by those bombers. So that's what happens. I was moving when a rifleman shot me, so I got knocked down and took a lot of damage. Once you get down to this wave, you can just go into melee. It's pretty easy because there's nothing else shooting at you. Alright, so we're gonna run up here. We're just gonna fight the last boss in this area. This last boss is a Necro. Basically, it only has like one attack. He is going to make these red circles on the ground. When you step in them, you're gonna get hit with a bunch of conditions that Necro normally gives. Then every 10-15 seconds, he's gonna go into this plague form and target one person and dive 4 times total. At the end of his dives, there's going to be a red circle that applies conditions. So if he does target you, just dodge out of the way, basically. And then you're going to have a little bit of time to burst him down right here. And then he's going to go back into plague form, and you just back off. Sir Mesmer died there. Standing in conditions too long. Alright, so next wave is when he'll die. Alright, and that is it for Path 2. A little bit dirtier than I'd like, but it should give you an overview of what to do for this dungeon. And maybe what not to do sometimes. So basically there's just going to be a last final speech here with the NPCs, and then you will complete this path. So thanks for watching.